So now this is all insulation here.
Hey you, what are you doing here?
The new pillows are here.
And this is how it looks. To see the stove,
When I was in the boatyard, then I only had to learn wood turning because not quite. All around the perimeter of the cylinder. Voila! This instant flame change is my favorite.
so now this is all insulation here.
First of all, I had to get rid of the old vinyl and the old foam adhesive. Well, it wasn't the foam anymore, it was just particles flying all over the place and it was so difficult to clean it. The technique that worked for me was to have in one hand the vacuum cleaner and with the other hand use some kind of scraping tool like a wire brush as I'm using in the video. Basically anything that can scrape off the foam residue from the hull. That way you won't create that much of a mess because of the flying particles. Doing the same in the V-berth was a completely different story because of the confinement. And that was the end of a vinyl I hated since day one. And then it was the Armaflex cutting, which was very difficult due to the irregular shape of the hull. After some research, I decided to go for this magnetic adhesive spray that worked miracles.
So this is it, the insulation is now done. It's Armaflex that's all over the boat right now. So every part of the boat that sits above the waterline has 1 centimeter thick Armaflex. Basically I covered everything that's above the waterline because the boats have this kind of physical properties, let's say. The sea is not really changing temperature that much, so during the summertime you can have the sea being around like 27 degrees at least in Greece maximum, and then in the winter time I've never seen the temperature of the sea below 14 degrees or so. The sea acts somehow like a natural kind of insulator. So it warms up the boat during the winter time when the air temperature is like 5 or 6 degrees. And then in summertime you have the opposite effect. The sea cools down the rest of the boat. Outside it can be 30, 35, 38, 40 degrees, 44 this summer. And you will see this if you get the boat out on the dock and you live on the boat for a while. If it's too cold, the boat is really cold because there is no sea around it to warm it up. And in the summertime, if you're in the boatyard and it's 40 degrees, the boat is unbearable. I didn't really bother putting anything like a vinyl or something. I like it. It looks a bit classy that it's black. You can see the insulation is all the way down there. And the same goes for that side. Insulation is behind all these materials. So the same goes for the cabins. And that's for the V-berth. And this is also for the cabins. The same goes for this one. So the cost for the whole boat was 260 euros for the Armaflex all around the boat. But I think it's totally worth it because now the hull of the boat does not really have any kind of condensation. So you can sleep in a cabin during the night and then you wake up in the morning and the walls, you know, the hull, is not really wet or anything like that. There is no condensation build up on that. So this is the most important thing, because otherwise you notice that, especially in the V-berth, the way it's shaped, like the curve like that, it's usually too wet on the sides of the mattress. And then it's this, both of the cupboards that are really needed for storage space, because otherwise it's like unused space there, and I'm not planning to sleep any people on that bank.
The new pillows are here. Woo-hoo. It was about time. Well delayed. Oops. I'm really happy.
Well, now is the time to connect the pieces of the puzzle. Good luck to me. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I bought new pillows, actual ones, cozy ones. How do you like them? Let me know in the comments. Is it a good color combination? That took a while, but it's almost ready. I think I deserve a nap now. No?
I've also made these curtains. Basically, my mother did that for me. And then I installed them with this peg style thingy that took hours to create, because I couldn't find some off-the-shelf solution for that. Hey you, what are you doing here? Look at that beauty. Same goes for the other side too.
I can already see some of you guys asking about the cabinets or the cupboards I used in the salon area. I got them online from a website in Bulgaria, and they really match my salon fabrics. So let me unbox them for you. Woohoo! That's a lot of components. Oh my god, they keep on coming. So where I'm planning to install it is right there, down on the floor. So this is the space I'm trying to fill in. And this is how it's gonna sit there. There is some space for the light there. And it leaves some space here. And this is how it looks. Roughly, right? I decided not to use the middle separator, the one that sits here, because I can just fit in larger items without it. It's constricting. And I'm getting the doors ready. I put the handles in, the hinges and everything. The other one is ready. I'm having some good progress here. It's quite late, it's about 10 p.m. So I'm quite tired and I'm not really sure if I want to continue, because when you're tired, you do a lot of crap work, not craft work. And if you fancy the way I assemble this furniture, why don't you give this video a like? And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, it helps me a lot. Finally, why don't you share this video with your friends or enemies? I also had to use screws to secure it in place because, you know, it's a boat. And just for your own comparison, I'll give you a quick before and then after. I hope you guys like the end result, because I love it, whether you like it or not. Thanks for watching. This is the Captain signing off. Until the next video, keep chasing your dreams, one horizon at a time. Go for it. There you go. So where I'm planning to install it, oof, this is blinding light.